to the chat. The chat here. Hi, Matt. Hello, good to see you. How are you doing? Well, as you can see, I'm on closing stages. Um, yeah, it's hard to let. I'm gonna do significant work today and tomorrow as well. You're doing great. Oh, that's nice to hear. I did some gym training uh, today in the morning. Uh, Gym training, like the physical preparation, strength, stimulus type of training for boxing. I don't live stream those because there I'm following the program. Today it might be not very quiet. It will be loud because there is a renovation or something. I hope it's not going to bother you. But your day so far. That's been good. As I said, I already trained. So now I'm going to paint and later today's karaoke. Your voice is hard to hear. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. Well, I mean, all I can do is just really get closer. Close like this. What about now? If I just put it like this and let's see if the work is real. I'm trying to set up a good angle. Actually, it's not very good. Chris is in the chat. My husband is here. But yeah, let's just do it like this. Can you hear me now? Is it a little bit better? I'm not gonna be able to cancel this sound, which is I don't know they're drilling or what they're doing. But yeah, well as you can see, this is Paul Reed. If you're wondering who is in the camera, you can check his Instagram in my YouTube live video description. He's the pioneer MMA fighter known for starting his professional MMA career quite late in his life and finishing also quite late. He fought when he was 50 years old last time and he won that fight as well. Okay, you can hear me now. All right, well, let's keep this distance. Okay, well, where were I? Well, unfortunately, you cannot see the other paintings when we movie. You can just see a little bit of it. I'll show you occasionally, but for now, let's just focus on this painting. Well, tell me. Okay, now I unplugged the mic. You can see. So there's no mic now. Doing a sound check, guys. If the sound is better this way, and I will plug it in again. Yeah, plugged it in again. So check now. Warrior, I just thank you. Well, okay, so yeah, give me an update. How is the sound? You're gonna hear it drilling on the background. Sorry for that. Okay, just keep it flat. Thank you, baby. Just hear the drilling. Yeah, I hope they end soon. I don't know what's that, but yeah, every now and then they just start aggressive drilling. Okay, let me just prepare everything. Well, I already have some set paints. Gonna keep working. Probably gonna go this side first. Arm and this arm, stomach in the end. A little bit, there's little spots on the face and the ear hair. I want to uh, make it look better. Beard is perfect and hair is perfect, except maybe couple darker shadows. So in the end, we're gonna fix the shadows as well. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, alrighty, let's do it. Actually, I'm gonna move this painting and I'm just gonna move the table forward. Um, since it's not visible, that's the painting I'm talking about. So this is the first blot, already cured, so I can easily move it around like this. Okay, I'll just move the table forward so I have a better room. Have you seen Kayla lately? She appeared in one of the live streams like last week. I was wondering, I was almost like looking forward to email her, check on her. She's doing well, but she said hi. She was doing well. She just seems to be busy. Okay, I'm taking out the reference or whatever is left of it. You see, um, it's good enough for me. It actually makes sense to do this side. So, this, well, there's part of it is. Mhm. Yeah, I can kind of put it. I can put it all together. Napkins, brushes. It's four brushes predominantly. I will going to need, special this one. Okay, well we shall go. This shadow I'm gonna work after a little bit later too. So what do we do here? We apply the top layer again, like I did last time. There's some light up like here, right on the edge. You see that's quite a lot light up areas. But as you can see, this got darker comparing what it was. So the same is going to happen with this side as well. I hope you can hear me. The painting is approximately 20 hours, if not more than that. Some of your questions, Chris, my husband, will respond in the chat. Show the real image once. There we go. That's the real image, or whatever is left of it. That's Paul Reed. This is actually a shot made in his like during the fight. Talented, thank you. That looks amazing, thank you. When you turn to camera, we hear you better. Yes, okay. So I will take pauses, turn to camera, say something, and then turn back. Okay, guys, I will start working more on it, and I will pause in the periods and explain what I'm doing and respond to the questions. In the meantime, there is Matt, and Matt is the moderator, and I'm good friend, and Chris is my husband. So these two can respond to general questions. As you can see, I'm applying white for now. silence. Let's see how long that's gonna last. This area is quite light up, however, it's not gonna be that light. The important thing is here now to apply a fresh layer of paint upon the dried layer so we can really paint upon it, sculpt it, change the tones, change the shape. Okay. From here, I'm gonna just take the darker straight away. Here we have a little bit darker. Gonna apply it straight away. A lot of wet wipes. Well, the shadow is just the approximate shadow. It is actually not as dark as, it's more like a flat. So we actually have to apply darker more in the center and light it up on the edge to make it more like a shadow, not just a stain. So it's good notice. I actually tried to do some tattoos. I even took the course, but I never continued because I just realized that's not my thing. So taking more white now. Applying layers, but also blending in. This is still quite light. It's just there's some a little stains of shadow. And the skin is never perfectly white. The white parts are the ones that has the prominent highlights. So we're gonna tame it down a little bit. Very interesting curve we have here. It's like a shadow and the veins. So this part's so we're keeping it the way it is right now here. Okay. Now cleaning up the brush every now and then I keep blending it in white with black. Yes, my house Chris is also responding to some of your questions here in the chat, guys. quite prominent shadow here. Work on those details a little bit later. So first and foremost, we're applying now the darker layers. Chest is quite light up, so this part has to be lighter. Now the contrast that I create, that's gonna define the shape. It's very important. The detail is gonna be very important later. Clear this out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Training is really great. Thank you. I'm trying to, yeah, I really put a lot of effort and precision into this painting. So I keep doing exactly the same right now. Just reminding you guys, again, I'm right now, the most important part is to keep applying that upper layer of the paint. Because then I can reshape it, add more, make it windy and drilling is going on. Sorry for that. Now we're gonna start adding up more shadows. The dot technique, and I'll explain why a little bit later. Okay, I applied the shadows approximately. I'm gonna start blending it in.
Alright.
Maybe. Okay, so now I'm blending in. Is it so horrible the sound?
It's pretty.
It's pretty bad.
pretty hard to hear, but really nothing we can do about that right now.
Yeah. So I'm blending in now with more carefully, but still leaving a little bit grainy effect because I'm gonna will need that effect for applying more the clear and some imperfections on the skin. Silence. A minute silence.
So BMCK is saying edit the wind settings
Yeah,
for the stream. Yeah.
we wish we could. Blending the brush again and continuing. So blending and you see, because I have a whole layer of the paint, it's just easy to blend in, especially when it's black and white colors only. It's even easier to do.
It's not a fan BMCK. It's literally pneumatic drills taking down a building next to us. So
So, a couple words about the process. So, what I did on this side, I'm doing way faster on this side. It's not because I'm cutting on the quality, it's just because I learned from this side what I actually needed to do. And I'm kind of going quite faster, progressing quite faster on this side of the chest. More paint. Ideally white. We use white because we always can darken it up if we need to. So we're blending in, and we also have whiter spots mixed with the shadows in the chest. So that's how we're gonna do it. I'm doing it fast, but you can go slower, like this, as long as you get the right effect.
The moves are on point.
What? The,
The moves.
yeah. Yeah, I know how to change books. See? So, double check the shape.
No worries, Ragnar.
All good?
Is that your actual name or is just the screen persona?
Okay, keep blending in so it really looks different.
This is Sparta. Ricky Miles. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
he has that vibe about him for sure.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, is this your husband?" Next, I think I need. That's going to be a good strategic marketing move.
Do it at the end of this cut, baby, please.
Huh?
Do it at the end of this cut.
I actually can do exactly how you want to look. So.
Yeah, that's false advertising. Our pleasure, Ragnar. Welcome back, Neon Mitra. Neon is always in the chat.
Yeah. So now it's kind of getting in the same poser shade as the side, and they're quite close. Like there's some lighter parts, but this area it's equally shadowy. And then some smoother lines I want to blend it carefully, like this. Clean skin areas like upper here, where it's because a lot of it is chest hair. So I'm gonna keep adding up a lot more of it once I'm done with the base tone. Okay, the reference is destroyed, but I also trying to use my imagination and the knowledge of the light. Um, how the light falls on the body. So we have some lighter areas that I'm featuring right now. Here.
Pleasure to meet you, Ragnar. I'm Chris. She's Diana.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. He was here in the last.
That was
live.
Ragnar. This Eric Manuel Robles. Who is that being painted? Anyone famous? That's Paul Reed. Um,
I mean, in MMA world, we can actually call him known. Yes, but
Tell them the backstory on him.
yeah, he's known for starting his professional MMA career late in his life. Originally from Scotland in Bristol, and but he proved everyone wrong. He have total 25 wins. He has some losses too, but like a quite impressive record of 25 wins. Some of those were the further the UFC fighters or someone who was signed up into Ultimate Fighter uh, Championship and had the contract with UFC. So he was like a strong. You had to win Paul Reed to prove that you're tough enough. And he finished his career when he was 50 years old. So with the victory, I think it was rare naked choke. So you can look it up. You can look at his Instagram. The link is in the description of his live stream, and you can just generally check him out. Just type Paul Reed.
He has a YouTube channel also.
Well, I'm not sure. I know
Definitely
he has.
Insta, right?
Yeah, he
Paul
has.
Reed MMA.
Yeah, he has Instagram 100%, and everything else is. I think it would be attached to the Instagram too. If I do.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's like 54 now, I think.
He retired 4 years ago, yeah?
Yeah. And now he's actively training and coaching. He has his guys. And he told me also last time he's preparing his boys for fights. Two of them, I think, already won. There was probably one more fight, and there's.
His biological sons or his
No.
just
He's.
other people in the
Yeah.
gym?
Yeah.
But as you said before, he was an alcoholic, right? And then he turned everything around.
Yeah, so far as yeah, he had some issues with alcohol. At least I mean, according to his own videos, he shares a lot of inspirational edits of his videos. You know, and yeah, that's what he was saying that he had some alcohol issues. Well, no doubt, maybe Scotland, Ireland, the UK. I think everyone has alcohol issues pretty much,
Well,
and not everyone can turn around their life like that.
well, there are a big percentage, or not a big, but relatively speaking, there are people that can handle alcohol to ridiculous amounts, but it also leads to kind of chronic alcoholism.
Yeah, alcohol is worse than you think. Some of you think, guys. So now what I'm doing, I'm giving those shapes the natural shape as well, so it doesn't look like just a flat thing, but a natural transition. Now I'm also gradually, very slow, softly turning up the light part because the lightest is here. Everything else has to be a nice smooth transition. So it shouldn't be white for the realistic effect. And I think in the video you can already see those little. Again, pulling up the brush and
Welcome, Washington. you sell the paintings you make?
Yes, I do. I do.
She's very focused now, so I'll uh, just answer for you, Dana.
Yes,
Uh,
please.
we are waiting for prints to land at family's place to double check that the quality and everything is perfect. We worked a long time to find the right producer and print service, and we think we found a very good one now. We will be launching a website for this with prints and limited edition stuff, some originals, some posters, and stuff. We're gonna roll out this very gradually. We're trying to build up something uh, long term here, so we don't want to just uh, try to sell you stuff all the time. It's a process of getting the right things in place.
Yeah, it's also like a lot of people actually supported this channel. They're super chat donations and was absolutely encouraged. But that's also going to be another way, not only purchase a good quality art, and you know, from our side providing quality and high standard, but also when you support the channel, but you kind of get something in return. I think that's nicer when you can get starting from the merchandise and with the logo, like some items, ending with the high quality prints of my artwork, and well, original paintings going to be sold. We didn't still we didn't choose the way how to do that yet, but that's kind of the last stage. But first, we're figuring out the prints, and yeah, then we'll probably auction my painting. However, this painting is a gift to Paul Reed, so this one, the original, gonna go to him.
How was the MMA going so far? I mean, she's not fighting in MMA. She's going to turn pro in boxing, but it's going really, really, really well.
Yeah, I today had a very good controlled session, training session. Now I'm also pushing on the conditioning and the strength and really, really working, pretty much training every day, but very smart, having naps, having my supplements, nutrition, everything controlled and logged. And well, in the free time, obviously, I do my work and my paintings.
We didn't watch the RAF fight between
I watched some highlights.
Sirukin and Giorgio.
Yeah, I watched highlights. There was actually a Georgian guy also there in some, I think, undercard or the part of the card. But yeah, Tarukian started a fight again. I don't know what happened, but the guy like literally does the stupid stuff, and then he wants a title shot. Like, okay, so far what he did, he missed the weight with Makhachev, and then he did not. He wasn't active. Then he fought Dan Hooker. He actually missed. I think I'm not 100% sure. Someone said that he actually missed the weight with the Hooker as well, but he kind of agreed to still fight him. But he also headbutted Hooker on the weigh-ins. And then it's like, yeah, his social media presence is better now, and people like this image of the Bruce Wayne of UFC. But the guy rather is having a problem with self control or aggression or something, because like, yeah, that's my take. I don't like those kind of fights. And like there are some situations. Yeah, Habib had it like there when he attacked McGregor's corner, and one maybe two occasions in the whole career because it was personal. Okay, that's entertaining. Cool, happened. He got punished for that actually. But with Sarukian, it's almost consistent now. Like there's some shit he's pulling out, and it's just not. That's inconsistent. But he won that match though. Someone was asking previously if he would win or lose, and I said that I did not know much about his opponent.
Well, the guy he was fighting is actually very well known for doing like $1,000 wrestling challenge,
Oh, okay.
where he just like walks up to people on the street and it's like, "Hey, if you can wrestle me, get pin or take me down, you can get $1,000."
Oh, okay, that's the guy then. I mean, it's
I,
very
he's a legit wrestler. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong, but it's like that's what he's
sure.
outside of wrestling. That's what he's most
No,
known for.
I'm saying this RAF seems to be interesting. It's actually so far in holiday organizations. I think it was the sixth tournament, and yeah, people just like it so far. So it really depends on the how it continues going.
Well, this is the whole thing too. The UFC underpays its fighters so much that you kind of have to
Yeah,
venture into streaming and all other kinds of stuff to make any money. I mean,
yeah,
that doesn't matter for people like Sarukian, but
yeah. No, no, that's a very
it
good
would be
point.
very healthy if we had two big organizations that were kind of fighting for the fighters. But if you want the real prestige, UFC is the place to be. Scott Lowe says you're a very good painter.
Thank you very much.
John Allen says tougher than a $2 steak. Well, actually, here in Vietnam, a $2 steak is not that bad.
Yep, it's actually not. I'm still sticking to the rule of from the light to the dark, so I'm darkening it up gradually instead of going all in straight away.
What did you think, McFly and Ninja? Was the RAF fight between Sarukian and Giorgio any good?
Congratulations, another nipple. Something like this.
I've responded to most of the stuff here. I just saw Christian is in the class chat today. Christian
Christian.
U6J6.
Oh yeah, I remember Christian.
He's
Hi.
been from the start, I think.
Yeah, yeah, Christian is there from the start. That's true.
Sham LFC 87. This is coming out so great.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
We do apologize for the noise in the background, but
Sounds like they're building like a foundation. But we just look at it from the inside. What is actually happening here? Coming along. This part.
your tattoo looks so wow. What is it?
Dragon tattoos. Female profile next to it. It's like a blending. Japanese style, but not Japanese. Sorry, Japanese concept, but not necessarily Japanese style. Yeah.
Good morning, Anna.
Good morning.
Who is that? That is Paul Reed, an MMA fighter. No, Basically, Lab, this is not a recording. You didn't see it already. She's been painting this picture uh, for the last few streams. I don't.
The light is sneaking up. It's okay.
Yeah, now you have a little reflection on the painting from the plate.
Yeah,
And finally, there's nipples.
yeah, nipples. I mean,
Who,
this
who in the
part,
chat was asking for nipples earlier?
I don't remember. James Cathy?
I'm not sure. But it was funny because it got automatically like blocked, and then it came to like, no, on the pictures. So then,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, Becky Lynch number reference
Number one.
one today.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you very much. Okay, well, that's interesting. Now I'm gonna just take another brush. I'm gonna do the same thing, same effect that I did. We have a lot of hair.
Becky Lynch from Alibaba. Just kidding, lol.
It's okay. Encourage.
Yeah. Well,
the
if she
guilt.
means that she's what 20 years younger and currently in Asia, yes, she is Alibaba Becky Lynch.
So now what I'm doing, I'm just basically carving up the chest hair right on the top of the. It kind of goes all the way up here.
That's amazing. I struggle with my shoelaces. I mean, while I come across this talent, that deserves a like.
Thank you very much. This thing is a light, white as well, so very subtle.
So, question here: John Jones or Tom Aspinall? What do you
I,
say, Viv?
I mean, despite I don't have anything against Don Aspinall, especially in this gun situation, where it wasn't his fault and people just cheated on him. I would still pick John Jones in the sense of maybe one of the most prominent UFC, like a very bad guy, psychopath in the sense of like as a fighter, crazy fighting IQ. The guy just went into MMA gym like when he was 21 and just started like crushing it, kind of. Or like I think it was 19, and then he. When did he become the world champion, heavyweight champion? Quite early in his
22 or
early,
something like that.
yeah, early
Was that
20s.
for who did it in? Not Noguera, but another one of the legendary names. Who did he take his first world title from?
Question to the chat. So yeah, the point is that it's quite like John Jones, despite a lot of question marks, I think he kind of established his. But I'm talking purely as the more like an MMA UFC fighter. I think Thomas Pinal might be a better athlete, very disciplined, very better personality. You know, as a person, I would pick Thomas Pinal.
And I don't think Tom should be fighting uh, John Jones simply because I don't want him to get poked in the eyes anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 23 when he beat Mauricio Rua, youngest UFC and UFC champion ever.
Okay. See, I barely see anything right now, but yeah, it looks like a hair. Yeah,
It does definitely.
like a chest hair, like very subtle.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's not the one you did on the one you were working on yesterday. Is really, really
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
good. Leo Line said add to subscribe. Oh, thank you, Leo Line.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thank God the hammering
Seems
stopped
a
for a little
little
bit.
bit, a little break to us.
You want to do a quick stretch, bit? It's
Yes.
not a good.
Yeah, I think I'm also have to wrap it up. I mean, basically, I did another chest, so we have stomach left. I can do that tomorrow. Yeah.
Let's see.
So you see now, and I kind of went a little bit off. This is like gonna be. I'm working hairs better. Some of them are gonna tame down a little bit. It's not the end the product, and the last part is gonna be the more black paint, another layer of the black paint.
Bert says that's absolutely awesome. Thank you, Bert. Always good to see you in the chat.
Yeah, that's true.
B Bob, thank you. Have a great day, brother. Wow, the painting is so detailed.
Little tricks.
So, do a stretch. Show them how to do a stretch. You're checking the pits for smelling.
Not
Oh,
for
so many
smelling,
smell.
for the hair.
Love from New Zealand.
Hi, New Zealand. See you. Let me see. I actually have chat here as well. Yeah. Hello, hello. Yeah, the light is actually quite cool, huh? Like, crossing it right here. You're okay? You're like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get burned in my water. I'm fine for now.
Well, okay. Painting's done for today. I finished another part of the chest. The shadow I still gonna work on, but it's not a big rush on this one. Tomorrow, pretty much want to finish the abs and little details up on the face, like the ear is a little bit too dull, and there's a little spot that I just want to fix, and that's it. Uh, Another layer of the black paint on the background to cover up all the light passing through the camera, and that's it. After that, I will have to let it cure. I'll make a full video, collaborate with Paul Reed, and I think it's gonna be so much fun.
More people from New Zealand in the chat
More
coming in.
people. Cool. Well, New Zealand is, apart from Norway, New Zealand is another country that I would love to see. It's so remote, and I heard it's so beautiful. Like Lord of the Rings was made there, isn't that it?
I think parts of it at least.
Parts of it, yeah. This girl has so much talent. Talent, and not very much of the math brains. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a cliche, but in the school in Georgia, back in Georgia at least, they kind of would split kids into categories like mathematical thinking, like all those math nerds that are very good, and they were like usually some of them moved to that advanced math school. There was like like school slash high school, and there was like humanitarian, and there's some more like artists like me. So, well, I like history though. I like history, and out of the technical subjects, I would say I like biology. It really depends on the teacher too. Very often, yeah, they have those categories. You're rather this or that, and unfortunately, teachers wouldn't take time if you were not naturally picking it up well. They wouldn't really take much time to actually break it down to you. So I was not very good at math and physics. Physics is another subject with training and with a lot of. Um, it has to do a lot with sports. It has to do a lot with our daily life, and that's something I got more interested later in my life. But like calculating abilities, like a math, all those dilemmas, that remains my biggest weakness.
What was the tattoo mean to you?
It just means, I mean, it was a cool tattoo. I wanted to be a tough girl, so I got a tough tattoo. I'm born in the year of dragon, 2000, year 2000, so that's kind of like, okay, let's get the dragon, but not the. I wanted to make it something a little bit unique. So my tattoo artist got the assignment, and he created a sketch, and he never ever gave that sketch to anyone else. So, and then it became my signature tattoo, even before having YouTube. Some of the folks in Georgia would just recognize me. They're like, "Well, I'm not sure if I see your face, but like I remember that tattoo." So yeah, it became my signature tattoo. I don't know about that, but it's pretty. Yeah, it is pretty.
If you if you would had a chance to start MMA earlier, he would have went down as a legend, but is highly respected in MMA. I think in circles, he's kind of a legend too. Like, if you win your last professional MMA fight at age 50, you're a legend. I don't care what people
Yeah,
think.
exactly. I don't care if you have losses or you haven't been in UFC. Like he has one of the most extraordinary records for someone who started that late. Not that many people even there. So he learned judo. He learned a lot of things, just at least in advanced way. Maybe he trained. I don't remember. He trained a little bit in childhood, but the fact is that he really picked up great grappling in a later stage of his life. That's quite extraordinary.
As Silex says, I consider him a legend just because he accomplished at his age. We agree. That's why she picked him.
Yeah.
It's a cool, interesting story.
Well, another.
Anyone can draw John Jones or
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse or whatever. They're well not known, but like it's
Yeah.
cool to bring out some.
Yeah, he's also quite an influencer. He's doing well. His Instagram is big, but that's another greatest thing, and that also made me want to do it because I didn't approach him with this idea in my head. I just I commented one of his videos just because I was so inspired. I'm debuting pro this year. I want to debut this year, so I'm gonna turn 26. It's not late, but it's not early either. So when I saw his story, I was like, sir, you're like inspiration. But he actually followed me back, and well, considering that he doesn't follow that many people, so he followed me back, also commented on some videos, response. So he continued on the interaction, and then I was like, okay, he's such a humble, good person. Seems like and he responding to everyone's comments in the videos. It's not like there are a lot of comments, and he responds to pretty much all of them. So he takes time to talk with people. So yeah, that's when I thought, okay, maybe that's the person I want to, and I can send it. That's the coolest thing. Instead of having it just picking the dust, it actually gonna be in the Bristol with Paul Reed himself, and that is an honor. That's the great. If someone asks him about the art and asks him, "Oh, who did this?" Well, I guess um, he will tell about me. So that's also good.
Do you like to fight?
Do you like? Do I like to fight?
It's a question.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily a brawler, but I like to fight. I like box. That's why never pursued MMA professionally, and I stick to the boxing, and I'm willing to debut in the pro boxing because boxing is not only about fighting; it's about strategy, mental stillness, control the situation, and yeah, in that sense, I would say I like fighting. Do you like arguing and fighting with people? No, I don't.
I put Paul Reed along with Frankie Edgar and Donald Cerrone because they're looked up to by fighters who don't get enough recognition. Yeah, Edgars and Cerrone, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I bet there are also others that are. Well, feel free to share. So sort of underdog or underestimated or underrated MMA folks, not only from UFC, that if you think objectively, not just stardom and like a Tapuri, a Demetrius Johnson, or GSP level, or Islam level, but if you think how tough that person is actually, if you think about it, like there's so many MMA fighters. Yes, they might have some losses, but those are the most dangerous people in the hand-to-hand combat. So yeah, feel free to share your names. We'll look at the chat for mine too.
Zusep, did you watch Armand's wrestling match? Welcome back, Zusep. By the way.
Just the highlights and the last fight. Those videos are circling everywhere.
Where is your accent from?
Mix of Eastern European, Georgian, Russian influences, and trying to have a generic English. I've been learning, teaching myself a generic English, but that's what I got essentially. My legs gonna get burnt, but
Let's try to avoid that.
yeah. What time is it though?
Would you rather be a tiger or a gorilla?
Tiger or gorilla?
Yeah.
Gorilla.
Really? I would be a tiger.
I know you would.
So cool.
Yes, but gorillas are. It's like reminds me of
I'm
the.
already a gorilla.
It reminds me of. Gorillas are more family oriented and they're actually protective. And reminds me of GSP's story. I think he was telling someone in the interview. It was like it's like the silverback gorilla. It's a safari or somewhere, and he looks behind, and the silverback gorilla is like looking at him, and then sits with his back and showing that like you're not even a threat to me. So I think gorillas are cool. Gorilla big.
The sound in the background is literally a pneumatic drill.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you where we are. So we are here in Vietnam. That's the mountains. This is the here is the seaside. But yeah, there's literally a drill
I just hear it.
just below us.
Well, empty machine gun. Yeah, it sounds like one. Well, let's keep it for 2 minutes. How long have been live streaming now?
See, an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Uh,
Or what we can do if we want to win a little bit more time. Should I move paintings here, or you just stand up and stretch out a little bit?
um, don't share location. Everybody knows where we are. You
Not
can
exact
show up at
location.
our fighting gym. It's not wrong United.
Here's the painting. Here's the me. It's good in the shadow too.
Beautiful beautiful view. I see why you like to paint. There are now inspiration flowing from everywhere. Yeah, definitely. We love it here.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it pricey in Vietnam? No, it's actually one of the cheapest places on the planet.
That's true.
Like for a cheap, developed, safe country, it doesn't really get any cheaper than us.
Well, read in the chat. I think so. Yeah. One of the another reasons I chose him to paint him is his his appearance. Having my folder. Very interesting. Like it's a Greco-Roman sculpture, like a fighter, a warrior. Has very interesting appearance he has.
And you're only done with the chest and the face, right?
So this part up until yeah, so arms. You see the contrast. Arms and the stomach are left. And after that, it's pretty much done. The only thing I will need to is just to polish up a little bit.
Will you live stream karaoke tonight?
Yeah, why not? It's always fun.
So that's about 4 hours and 15 minutes. 4 hours and 15 minutes.
That's true.
Are you an artist or a fitness instructor?
I actually started as a fitness instructor, but I'm being more of a personal coach for years now, specializing online, and I'm an artist as well. And now I'm
A
also this
singer and soon
singer.
a professional fight,
Yeah,
professional boxer,
the ones to
and
debut this in my professional boxing this year.
urban freestyle runner saying, "When I went to Vietnam last year with my family, the weather wasn't so great." Well, that has a lot to do with when you like the seasons and where you go.
Yeah,
There
rainy
is a
season
rainy
is
season.
different everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you went to north of Vietnam, the weather is not as good as in the south.
Jiu-jitsu is better. If you love smelling guys' crotches,
Jiu-jitsu
it's
is
so great.
gay. Gay.
Not actually, but
I'm
it's
joking.
funny.
I did jiu-jitsu myself, so it's fine. It's actually, at least with the gym where I was, very good, very healthy community. But jiu-jitsu folks are, okay, let's call it that way. The beginner jiu-jitsu and the white belts and beginner boxer or kickboxer striker. Like strikers are more hesitant, they're more learning, they learn from everyone. They're like, oh, thank you, excuse me. The white belt, I don't know, they're fighting for their life when they're like fighting to kill someone. Oh, sorry, the grappling to kill someone.
Well,
No
you
measurement.
know how you can tell if someone is a vegan, CrossFitter, or a jiu-jitsu practitioner?
Oh,
You don't have to figure out anything. They will tell you repeatedly all the time.
oh shit. That's a funny one. What time is
It's
it?
just funny, like, we're just having a little bit of fun with it. Don't take it too serious.
Yeah, we like to joke around.
Do you live stream when you're creating art? Yeah, she just finished an hour's worth of work on this picture right now.
Yeah.
Stephen Wells, just you can check out a series of her latest live streams are art. Some of them are dancing and boxing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know any Vietnamese?
I know Sintiao. I know Gambia. Sintiao is hello. Gambia is goodbye. Come on is thank you. Mot is one. I know coffee, like cafe, sữa. It's like sữa is milk. Da is ice. So it's like I know how to order coffee and tea. Cha is tea. And sui or ny is water. And that's it. I try to learn, and that's how I know this words. But busy schedule, a little bit difficult. And what actually is a little bit odd when I try to speak in Vietnamese with Vietnamese, they respond in English. They're like, "That's okay, don't bother." It's like
Yeah,
I'm
urban.
trying to learn.
Uh, urban freerun saying, "Xin chào,
Xin chào.
Depp Plum Man."
Depp is beautiful, I think, or handsome, or so that's something that has to do with that.
Um, the painting is of an MMA fighter called Paul Reed. Debuted at 35 in MMA, which is very late, and did his last professional fight at 50 and won.
That's great.
How
One,
do you like that? Like what? That's the question.
yeah, I don't know. Uh, One thing I'll show you. So I'm gonna cover this the sides as well. So even if we just open it up and roll it down, it's good to have a dark edges right here. But I'm gonna use an acrylic paint for it because acrylic paint dries very fast. There's nothing wrong with that for. I mean, the painting is oil, but the edges, the corners will be covered with acrylic black paint. I will do the same on the other one too.
Uh, this is the first picture she made on the live stream. That's called First Blood. That's the first one she did entirely in the live stream. And this is the one she's working on right now. You're about 20 hours into this one. And the face and chest are pretty much done, but we need a little bit more. Oh, if you like Norse. Well, she's married to a Norwegian, so.
I'm not sure if it's a question North Vietnam or North
No, no,
Central.
it's Norse. He wrote it like Norse.
Oh,
Norse. And when I met you, you had a medallion with
yeah, I lost it here.
terminology. That's okay. I'll take you to another one. We'll get you a real one.
Yeah.
We'll go. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join the community, Stephen Walls. We're always looking for good people to hang out with and chat.
Yes, that's true.
We'll go to Norway. You can get your original necklace. Break into a museum.
That's
Beautiful work. True artist. Love it.
Thank you. I think today no one said anything about me. Like, beautiful. Artwork is okay too. No one said that, I think.
Let's see your favorite boxing combination.
Favorite boxing combination. There are many. Um, well, since I'm going southpaw now, I really like very simple southpaw combo, which is basically setting up jab, but already stepping out, stall up to the cross, like left hook, and then cross or overhead to the head, and then retreat. Really works against orthodox.
So this is Dixon's art. One of the people in the chat.
Oh,
Pretty good.
okay.
Pretty good tiger.
Oh, it's good. Good tiger. Well, people underestimate that. Yeah, it's like done black and white with a pencil. It seems like only pencil. It depends also on the which pencil because there are different shades and it really defines the depth. But I can see the skill, a very good skill, a very good grind. It was proportional, good detail work. So guys like you, people who can us who can do that, is not that many people in the world. So be proud of yourself.
What country are you from?
I'm from Georgia. Owie.
Howie.
Georgia. Georgia, Tbilisi. Same country as Mirat Malachuli and Korea. Other Georgia students. I don't know if you know. There's Roman Dolidze, Giga Chikadze is UFC. Durango Tatuadze was in UFC. Those are not as successful as Mirab and Saporia, and well, his brother is now going on a winning streak too. So, but But think about it, there are quite a lot of Georgians now in the total, not only champions or the ones who's like on the top, but there's at least few, and we shall see in the future.
It's amazing what social media can do for artists and musicians these days. It was much harder to be known in the past years. Stephen Wells. Are you also an artist, Stephen Wells?
That is absolutely true, Stephen. Well, I didn't. I never knew how to market myself as an artist. Like I literally didn't know that. Up until the point we basically had this YouTube channel already. We got it back after it was hijacked, and before that point, it was only trainings, boxing training, showing my journey, some talking live streams, a little bit of karaoke as well. So the painting is relatively new, and well, I think it was your idea, wasn't it?
Sorry, what?
Was it your idea to like try to live stream, or was it mine, or we just kind of
No, I had to force you the first time.
okay?
You make videos, but you refuse to live stream, and then we just decided
No, I'm
to.
not talking about that. Or painting live stream, was it your idea?
Oh, okay. Painting specifically.
Maybe it's
Yeah, yeah.
also
No, it's
yeah. I don't
so.
remember exactly. It might have been your idea. Your not your idea, but you maybe said it like maybe I said, "Oh, I would love to paint. I want to paint. Like I haven't done it in a while." And I think said, "Yeah, would you live stream it?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" I think that was the conversation.
I mean, that was the whole idea. Also, it's like we've been doing things very gradually and building up a good platform and stuff, and like, yeah.
So yeah, that was the response to how like I never knew how to market myself as an artist, and now it's tied to my personal brand and my platform, and it's now quite different. I mean, I think there is going to be quite a big demand on my artwork and the prints.
Texas Montre asked, "Chris, is you back there talking?" Yeah, it's me.
Yeah,
Have you been to the U.S.? They wouldn't let her in the country for some reason.
because I'm Mexican.
They refused to give her a visa. I've been
Well,
several
it was
times.
also government shutdown, but yeah, they didn't like my cause, I guess. Chris been before, skydiving coach.
Social media ups to the world market is definitely true.
It does.
That combo is. I'm assuming this was about your combo.
Yeah,
That's like a three, an Alex Pereira three piece with an extra.
yeah, kind of. Well, in my defense, Pereira is a good striker. Good thing it's dry. Very good thing it's dry.
Draw Kiss Chris next. She'll draw me at the end of this cut in about 3 to 6 months. We'll see how.
Yeah, he's gonna post to inform me live. He just
Uh-huh.
the, is the fabric around your groin. Just gonna stand like this.
How long have you been working on your southpaw stance?
On the southpaw stance,
Yeah, a few weeks now.
couple, that might be a third week now.
Yeah, I think this is the third week.
Yeah.
But it's going really well. You're getting good at.
It's kind of you gotta switch your brain too. Just need to relax and just trust your body, trust your rhythm, your obviously train as well. You need to build up some of it, but a lot like just moving up to the right side, having that frontier hand, as the good shield setup, and throwing left cross. That kind of came natural, like left cross especially. So for me, it was when I tried to spar with old southpaw. I was just like, okay, let's just make sure that I'm not open on my right side. So I would jab a little bit, but more I would actually press and keep my right guard up. And I would just set it up so I could go to stomach and to the head with my left cross. And it worked, I'm telling you. It worked every time against orthodox. At some point, I was standing in orthodox again, and then I switched to the southpaw and did that combo. And the frustration and the confusion of that face, it was probably my face when I was training with Anna Kundua, who's my very good friend, a southpaw female boxer. She's very good, by the way. Yeah, she would do that trick, and until you really stand yourself in the southpaw and use that stance, you won't understand why they're so much better very often because they have that angle advantage.
Question here: you UFC fighter?
No, I'm not a UFC fighter. I'm a boxer. I've been doing amateur boxing years ago. I was even national team of Georgia, but for a very short period. I don't have much recorded fights, more of the open ring tournaments. That's my first experience of the ring, and obviously training, sparring, and that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, heavy sparring culture. One of the reasons I didn't stay because I was like lost. I didn't feel good. I didn't know anything about nutrition. I was vegetarian. I didn't have like a. I had coaches, but they were not that knowledgeable, and they were favoring some couple people, some of the couple guys, not all the other guys. They had like a couple favorite people they would put their energy into, and everyone else is kind of like okay, if you kind of train. So I quit, but then I never gave up on boxing. I kept training. Then I met more of the creative thinking people who were into boxing, and they actually taught me some cool stuff. And since last year, I've been self-taught. What do you think about that? Both of us would been like I don't have a consistent coach at this point. I've been self-coaching. Chris been coaching me on supplement, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. I've been sitting, watching fights, analyzing, studying the boxing history, taking all of that, trying things, understanding how the those little nuances work. Not just okay, let's do this movement, like not only that scale, but even deeper scale. And it started to work somehow. It really started to work once I started focusing on the right things. And now even using AI to systemize an athlete preparation, like a fatigue management, CNS optimization, not just train hard and train like an athlete. Training like an athlete actually means to have very systemized training, but also sleep management and supplement, nutrition.
Putting recovery as a big part of the
Yeah,
protocol.
yeah, but also not over resting. So it's like really, really a lot of threshold identification. And like I've been doing it fifth. That's a 6 day today. I feel better, even on my sparrings and now like the pair work. My intensity is better, so it's all about to increase all those parameters and do it in the right way, not just intuitively. A lot of athletes still train intuitively. Let me tell you that.
Would you get married if you found the right person, even if the timing wasn't right?
Well, I think timing was not right in the sense of
I was about to say the same thing.
yeah, like education and career first and that. But yeah, I was 22 when we met, and
I'd literally just come out of uh, a 4 month coma and was on chemotherapy when I met her. So the timing wasn't right at all. But like you can't time uh, what happens in life. You can accommodate for it and you can work hard on it.
and make the best out of it.
You also said that you could smell the cancer on me still when I was.
I could, yeah.
Now you like my smells.
No, I like
So many things. So, so yeah, I hope that answers your question.
how many views right now? I'm just wondering the retention, view retention.
Ragnar asks, "Is it done?" No.
Well, look at it carefully. It might look done because this majority of the painting is like until this point here, it's done pretty much. So, but this part is lighter, pops out more. So yeah, we gonna hand it down and work on it tomorrow, and possibly I'll finish tomorrow. Yeah, I think so.
You asked about the views for today. This live stream so far is racked up 11,500 views,
Nice, good job, guys.
and I think about 100 subscribers or so. Let's see.
next painting. I think it's time to we can talk a little bit about it. Um, or brainstorm around.
See, I'm just giving you a close up of the face, so you see all the details in the beard. Talk a little bit about how you did that beard, baby, because like you did this in many layers, right?
Yeah, I had the thick layer, but honestly, yeah, like first you apply paint, short the same. The second stage is I took the smaller brush and I just started kind of carving out the beard a little bit. Then I used umbrella brush to make more like same effect like did here. So I would do that on the beard, but then I took like very thin brush, and those last strokes you see the like really it looks like your hair is there. And because on that reference there was exactly the style of the beard. Like some people have straight beard, some is shorter. Paul Reed has very like a curly, um, chaotic strokes. Like they kind of go all over. And that top part, like with the white hairs, I just took white paint and just started just carving these little hairs. It's a very satisfying process, by the way. Essentially, that's what we ended up with.
And you have talked about this before, but you feel like you're almost carving out the marble
Yeah,
statue here,
yeah,
even though you're painting. It's
yeah. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of the hair, yeah. Once it's wet, things can stick out. So that's why I usually put it facing the wall, so no wind, nothing sticks on it while it's drying. And some bugs also do that. Like just white.
classic stoicism energy. Yeah, we read a lot of Stoic philosophy and
Yeah,
have a lot of.
we're fans of the stoicism, so definitely. I want, baby. I'm thinking let's just move there. There's shadow. It seems to seem like it's going well.
Sure,
In the
yeah,
last
we need to
situation.
escape from the sun.
I'll just put it like this. People do not want to come, they can just pass through. We'll just put it like this. Yeah.
And I'll try to.
Yeah. Literally just do that. You could move with one chair or something.
So I'm just gonna give you all the compliments. The face is nicely done. Great color tones. The face is wonderful. The temple area is nicely done. The texture and details are amazing. Stoic energy, and then wow, incredible. This is all from different.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, guys.
So-
That's very encouraging.
Stephen, Burr, Mark, Jaden, everyone, thank you for the feedback. Who is he?
Paul Reed, MMA fighter. Check his Instagram in my live stream description. He's known for starting his career later in his life, around mid 30s, and he finished when he was 50 years old. 23 or 25 victories in his career, which is quite a lot. And till today, very inspirational person. I was blessed to be able to talk to him directly. So he's fully aware of this collaboration and this painting because that's gonna go as a gift. So we're gonna figure out how to send it safely, and well, that's gonna be that's how we're gonna do it. Someone commented on Paul Reed's one of the Instagram videos from my channel that there is this girl and her husband has a great channel and she's painting you, and I just wanted to make sure that like if you know it. It's like, and he's like, yeah, no, I do. Diana, I'm very glad Paul obviously loved my art, but he also brought up my boxing. He follows the boxing progression, and he just said a couple of times, "So your boxing is good." So it's all of the words of encouragement. We need encouragement, all of us. So yeah,
It really pops from the Canva. It should be in a museum.
I mean that would be one day maybe.
Well, this one is going to be in Paul Reed's house. This is a
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Stephen also says liked and subscribe. Definitely check out your channel and other live streams. Oh, thank you so much, Stephen.
Thank you, appreciate it, Stephen. Community is growing too. That's awesome.
The painting is statue like. That was the whole idea. She's
Well, there is a technique to do it. So if you want to make it starchy, like obviously you do the first layer. I don't do that many thin layers. I just do one solid, um, thin-ish first layer to cover up everything, so there are no openings in the or any gaps in the canva. And then starting from the second layer, I apply thicker paint, like basically white all over. And then I started shadowing. So I kind of carve it up, but I also apply the layer. So, like even here, that's basically on the body. It's a second layer. Too. This is the base layer. There is no layers behind it. And here I would apply the white, and I started adding a little bit blacks, gradually carving it up, but also covering that base layer entirely. There is no point. The beginner artists sometimes make a mistake that they kind of blend in with the already dried up layer, and when you light it up or look from a certain angle, you see the gaps. The art might be very good, but those kind of approaches towards the layers really defines the quality and the effect. My another painting, I just wanted to show the difference. Even though this is also black and white, it's a different technique. Like here, it's way more chaotic. Yes, I applied first layer as well, but here I literally went. Okay, I start from the face, like eyes, face, and I would just do like dot technique, blending in, like just less of the even here. If you look closer, there is very the how you call that very rough strokes. It's not really blended in, but because of this painting, that's the effect I wanted to achieve. There are different strokes, different styles, different thickness of the brush you can use for those effects, right? So this painting is done differently. This one is indeed more of a classic work. So yeah, basically that's what I want to say. Sorry for ranting.
Also, Brasileiro says, Red, you are not a Bing, you are a Google. It's a nice quirky content.
Yeah.
Comment. Someone saying that you didn't paint this. We literally have it all
We have
documented.
an evidence.
Evidence. So many
There is
evidences.
an evidence, yes.
Oh, Matt already deleted his messages. That's fine. We don't really care. Are you guys Norwegian? I'm Norwegian. She's Jordan.
You wanted to say Mexican, but
I wanted to say Mexicolian.
Mexicolian.
Mongolian
How
Mexican.
many of you saw this little? I think it was quite viral on TikTok. It's like the Chinese man with the cowboy hat, and he was impersonating Trump on the Chinese one. He's like, "This is a Chinese wall. From this south to it is Mongolia. They're all bunch of Mexicolians." And that's Mexicolian thing. We just took it.
Well, I'm from Norway, right? So anyone south of my border is a Mexican. That's the joke.
Mexicolian. And possibly I might have some Mongolian roots from basically both Georgia and Ukraine were literally like terrorized and occupied by Mongolia for 300 to 400 years. And my mom is like from Crimea, is like exactly the part. And, if you look at my mom's features, she's Slavic and she looks Slavic, but her cheekbones are more prominent than it would be. So there might be some a little bit.
Yes, Nate. Jeg er norsk. Det kan du høre på min. Det kan du høre på stemmen min.
Yes, I'm Norwegian.
So you're Viking like me. I am Norwegian. Nate Sexton says, and I answered him in Norwegian.
That's cool. Another Americanly named Norwegian. It's like Priest Nate. Why are not you called Ragnar or Mitba or like well? I don't have a classic Georgian name either. Like mine is Diana, more international, but they're like Tamara or Tamari. Some common names. Nice weather. It's very good weather here. The sun started catching up, but we found a solution. So I think actually quite alright to be here. Is there a charge in the phone? How much is left?
Let's see.
Trying
Oh,
not to.
50%.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm trying not to stand on my left hip, so sometimes I have like. So I try. Sorry, right hip. So I'm trying to push my weight at this point more on the left hip, so my right hip can rest.
Uh, my comment was removed. Why? Crunchy biscuit. I double checked. Your comment wasn't removed.
Well, sometimes if it's not us guys or any of the moderators, that can be internet connection.
No, but I can also look because I'm a moderator. I can go to channel activity and it says it will tell you here deleted messages, timeout,
Yeah.
hides,
You can
blocks.
see that.
Yeah, you have zero of everything.
If it's neither of us, then it's their problem, like internet connection or something.
Ah, you don't have to apologize, Crunchy. We're just letting you know, like. Uh,
Yeah, no,
but I don't even think YouTube would have held it for revision because I see all your comments here. Anyway, no biggie. It happens. I appreciate what you do. Oh, hold on. He actually, I think he wrote it in. I'm looking at one. Haha, jeg setter pris på det dere gjør. Mere makt til deg, min bror. Din og rønne blod er fremtredende. So that's like, I appreciate what you guys are doing. More power to you, my brother. The Norse blood is permanent.
that's cool. So it translates on my phone.
It translates on your phone and it gives me the original.
Okay, cool. Well, some things are not translated though because I've been. I would live stream sometimes from the front camera, and yeah, there would be some Spanish and some other
No,
languages.
it translates most everything in this chat, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It only translates to you because you're out. Like
Gotcha.
the text I see is what everyone else is seeing, and they don't get the translation, but you get the translation on
Gotcha.
your phone. Chris is related to Valkyrie. Yes, I am. Norge får penger. She doesn't do pull-ups with her pinky, and I'm highly disappointed.
What I do?
You don't do pull-ups with your pinky, and he's highly disappointed. This is Bert.
My pinky is. If you actually take a moment to look at my pinky, it's so short. It's barely gonna wrap around the toothbrush.
Yeah, we know you're just joking, Bert. We're just, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the addition to the joke. Uh, toothbrush pull-ups.
Robert 8690 says, "Hey, this is great. I'm a strawberry blonde redhead California man that strong really resembles the guy in the picture. Nice to meet you."
Oh, okay. Well, guys who look like Paul Reed, that's Paul Reed. It's an MMA fighter. Nice to meet you.
He's Scottish, so he's definitely ginger. Yeah.
Yeah, he's ginger. Well, now he's having some of the white hairs too. But guys, if it really resembles some of you, there's like quite a few people already said that it looks like
Oh,
me,
we've
like my
had
father.
there's so many of them.
Well, here it is. We're gonna have a print.
Yeah.
Some limited edition prints for this piece. So some of you are gonna be able to get sort of a version of yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still painted. Yes, there is. It's a painting of a real person. The original gonna go to Paul Reed himself. However, it's like something looks like you. Just can purchase it for yourself.
Okay. Robert says, "I'm Scottish and been lifting weights for 30 years." Then you'll like this. The guy in the picture is Paul Reed. He debuted his MMA career at
After alcohol issues, and now he finished his career when he was 50 years old.
with a win.
with the
He
win.
went down on top.
Yeah, gotta hold this one. With rear naked choke, the submission, and currently he's coaching. Coaching as the like professional. His students are fighters, and yeah, he seems to be very. He has very inspirational content on his Instagram. So a legend.
How much would this painting sell for? This one in particular is never going to be sold. This
Yeah,
is a gift for
that goes to Paul Reed, but same size, one person, same style with like a black background. I don't know. We will auction it, so we will just set the minimal price that is acceptable
something
for
like
us.
this. If you go for, we're not experts on this, but if you go online and you check out quality and hours put into something and handmade and never to be reproduced, all that kind of stuff, something like this would go from north of $5,000.
Yeah, at least
So this
minimum
is
5,000. But then again, we would try to do auction, and it's like would be bidding, and it might, you know, it's, when you have set price, that's a minimum and above. I have a couple of friends who done it that way, sold big chunks of the art, and they said they actually set the less price, but then they had bidding, and that was minimum price, and people were like the Giga guy, that he essentially sold his paint for 20K, yeah, like chameleon, um, with the children's pen colored pencils, very cool painting for drawing actually.
your artwork should probably do well as print on a shirt. Yes, we will do shirts and merch and that kind of stuff, but right now we're in the process of finding the best possible print on demand delivery. We have test samples now coming to family members for gifting some family members some prints, but there's also to double check the quality.
Yeah.
It should be done within a week or so we can start uh, rolling out things slowly. But to begin with, we will start to make some limited edition prints. Then further down the line, we'll roll out posters and like all this kind of stuff. The prints will be on Canva. The the first blood.
Oh yeah.
Um, that
Let
will
me
be in
let me keep it.
30,
Let me do it.
maybe 30 versions of this were produced in an exact same size on the Canva with like museum
It's a little
quality.
bit smaller than this one.
Great. Uh, so a piece like this would go from 2.5, 3,000 and up. Prints would obviously be cheaper, and then posters and stuff will be even cheaper than that. But yeah, we're trying to
We're checking quality first.
yeah checking quality first and seeing that we really find the best. But we agree. Like uh, the artwork would probably be very cool on t-shirts. So we are going to do that later. But
Yeah.
first of all, now you agree with me on this. I
Yeah.
know we want to do this slowly, gradually, with high quality stuff and a high quality audience and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
We want to keep it good.
You are a fun couple. Well, thank you, BMCK. You're always fun to have in the chat.
Yeah, there's some folks that will be. It's almost hard to imagine some of the live streams without you guys.
Uh, Tell her to draw Berserker Viking next time. Imagine that. We have talked a little bit about doing like a series of different warrior culture.
Can be
It's
done, no problem. Can be done in the mix too. Well, next one, because I want to introduce colors too, we'll kind of think about what it's gonna be. It's gonna be probably my like stoic, maybe warrior theme, maybe soldier theme, maybe something cool, a little bit cool. But I want to introduce colors, as I said. So I'm gonna I'm gonna have to plan it out a little bit.
okay. So I would say that well, the chat can give us feedback on this, but it would be cool if you started on this kind of stuff and then gradually move to more colorful, and at the end of the series is a super colorful at the end.
Well, that's the point. And when I'm not gonna do super colorful now, it's also a tactical integration. I haven't done oil paints and on the canvas, and I never done black and white either. So this quality of canvas, this is. You can check out one of my short videos where you can see my artwork progression. And there are some oil paintings I had, but those were done on the a paper. So you can oil up the paper, and um, that's a cheap way to do it, kind of. But the canoe is obviously it's different level, different specifics. So when I say gradually, that's what I meant. It's gonna be probably with a black or white solid background or something like that. Maybe not only single figure, but like two people, because I want to diversify and gradually not only make pieces with one person at a time, but like have a dynamic um, compositions where it tells a story or tells and captures a moment, and you kind of like look at it and just imagine what is it all about. So yeah, it's gonna be introducing warmer colors like skin tone, basically, but with a lot of there's gonna be a lot of black as the like the solid background. I can tell you a trick right here. So on the base layer, if you want your painting to be warmer, even if it's going to be a black background, essentially, first the base layer has to be brown or orange, depending how like it has to be a white color. So not just a gray background. Here, both are like yeah, basically black, gray, white. Here it's purely like a gray base layer. But yeah, if you're planning out to introduce like warmer colors to make a warmer skin tone, just straight away first layer after you put the green, just make it to brown, orange, or red. So that's why it takes a little bit of planning. You don't just there is some freestyle art. You can just go and do something completely spontaneously, even if it's a big camera. And so there are also specific styles that allow you to do that. But this kind of more of the naturalistic paintings, it takes a little bit of planning. I'm done. I'm done talking to myself.
I prefer black and white. Color can be interesting, says Steven. Well, you see what she's doing. She does like black and white for now, but yeah, she's also do
Well,
some.
I'll do more black and white later too. Like I'm not giving up on the black and white. I just want to experiment a little bit. Do black and let's say brown, blue, violet, like the skin tone colors, and then some like a dynamic, more tamed light effect. I have some ideas in my head, just all about to bring it up. I do believe you will like how it ends up.
Steven says, I would gift that painting to the fighter and maybe he'll give you some recognition. She's already in contact with Paul.
That's
She
what
knows him.
yeah, we talked to basically before me starting it the painting. I offered him a collaboration where I said that this original painting goes as a gift for him. It's like I hugely respect him. I really like what he's doing, and I just like wanted to do it that way. And obviously with the collaboration, and yeah, he's absolutely. I mean, I haven't done the main full video yet, which I want to do like a collaboration where it shows on his Instagram page as well, and he shares it as well and stays there. But I want to make it that it kind of fits his um, page as well. Because if it's tribute to him, it's about him telling his story a little bit and showing the painting, then it's appropriate for his page as well. But he already shared some of the stories that I shared. He shared a lot of my stuff. Even where the painting was just mildly on the background, he shared some of my videos that went quite high in the views, and he's been very great and supportive in this collaboration. So.
Welcome back, Cappy. Cappy says, vibrant blue. Yes, that's what I really like the fact that like this is only black and white and gray paint, but it actually looks blue. At least in real life, when I'm watching it now,
Does
it
it?
looks blue.
Look at it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Does it really?
Yeah, it has a blue tinge to it for
Well,
sure.
because of it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, if I could do black and white, but if I put the brown background, it would be warm. Or end up a little bit of yellowish. It would be more of the scent, not sandpaper. Like what is the
Noir,
yellowish paper? Like yellow paper effect. It's possible to achieve it with the slight adjustments.
Noir Eagles asks, where are you from?
From Georgia, from
The country.
the country, Tbilisi, same country as Merab Balashvili, Elia Tapuria, and well, other. If you know some other Georgian folks, prominent Georgians in the sports and other fields, write them down.
Levan Shaganashvili.
Saginashvili, yeah, that's arm wrestler, Georgian Hall, Tasha Talahadze, Georgian Olympic and world record holder, weightlifter. There are quite a lot of Georgians. Judo, we have legends, both men and women actually. Yeah, a little proud nation.
The one is she's holding is so good, it better sell for a high price. Well, obviously we hope so, but
Well, that's
we'll see.
that's why auction makes sense because someone might want it, and if it takes a couple people to want to actually bid a little bit for it, then it actually goes a little bit higher in the price.
James Alva one says, I'll buy for 1K on financial layaway. The one on the right. Is that you, Chris? Cappy asks, yes, that's me. Um, James Alva, if you're genuinely interested in pictures and stuff, you can. There's a contact email
My
uh,
YouTube bio description.
in the YouTube bio. Is that you, Chris? I thought you would sound like someone from the hood. Well, I'm from Norway, so I don't know. There's not a lot of hoods in Norway. There's neighborhoods, not a lot of hoods. What country will it be auctioned? Online.
Online, yeah. Maybe eBay. Like I heard, well, the Gigi guy did it for eBay, I think. So there is possibilities. We'll figure out logistics around it so far. Like what is the most reliable way to do that too.
Kappa says like those Mexican gangsters. Nah, I'm from Norway, man. She's the Mexican.
Mexicolian,
Mexico.
the mix of Mexican and Mongolian.
Good
Action.
night. It's 1:32 a.m. for me. I enjoyed the live streams. That's from Matt. Matt, thank you so much. You're always awesome to have in the chat. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good night's sleep.
Well, actually, Matt, you should send us an email. Just go to the profile and send us an email there.
Yes, please.
And
Because we want because you've been so helpful and you've been there from the beginning and you also supported.
yeah,
a lot.
so just send us an email and we'll
Yeah.
make some cool stuff happen.
Yeah. I just want to thank you and be in the contact with you.
Stephen Wall says, let us know in your community posts. We will. Jaden Scott says Etsy is a good like Etsy is a platform for selling art and stuff. So we're very gradually looking into all of it.
Yeah,
Matt says, okay, yeah, we look forward to hearing from you, Matt. So we'll try to do something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Lion Mitra says, happiness always with you. Many stars.
Yeah,
Happiness
same,
to you
likewise.
too. Yeah, we will let everyone know in community post when things are coming gradually. Like I said, first of all, we need to build a solid base and then make sure we have good prints and good quality stuff and we're in no rush with this. We're here in paradise by the beach, so we're not. We're trying to make this sustainable long term
Yeah.
and
Well, living
give them.
simple life, training, working, doing our things, but definitely not rushing with anything.
But yeah, Matt, you have an amazing. Have a good sleep, sweet dreams, and we'll catch up in
Yeah,
the
see
next
you
one.
next one.
Stephen Wall says, "Take your time." Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're working on the channel for what 2.5 years now.
Total, yeah.
Yeah.
Live streaming this since last year, actually. Since a few months, actually. More than 6 now.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here.
I have a habit, so sometimes I don't look at camera, I look at Chris, and it's like always, whenever we are, I always try to find him. And it's like, so I have a habit looking at Chris. If I'm looking somewhere else, I'm looking at Chris.
Are you advertising? We haven't put anything into advertising.
Well, this is technically an advertising, but just for the live streams. But again, we're not rushing things. We are working out the print first because print's gonna go, limited edition print's gonna go for the sale first. And then only after the main paintings. Well, this painting, however, already has an owner. It's a Paul Reed himself, the same guy who's painted there. And this is gonna go to Bristol, Scotland.
Lots of squiggly letters, but luckily it gets translated on your screen. You draw well, big smiley face, just a little hearts. I pressed it because it was good. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
hopefully understand that. I in the last messages, uh, what writing is that? Bert says you're going to go viral. Well, especially when she debuts in professional boxing, she
That's
has the
gonna be
potential.
interesting. I already have the nickname for myself, the artist, or the Picasso, Da Vinci. Anyways, we'll work around that. But I like the idea of me just being an artist in the ring as well.
Um, Nami? Question mark! Exclamation mark! That you? What is a Nami? Is that some sort of?
I think Nani is something Japanese, but if it's Nami, I don't know.
Have you heard Gina versus Ronda Rousey?
But yes, I had. Um, I mean, good cause for them to train. And I'm glad to see Ronda fit, and she seems to be in a good shape. Like, but yeah, it's just a show, like for the show and stuff. Ronda's probably gonna win the armbar or something. For striking, I don't know. At least with the shadow boxing videos and some pad work I see, is not really significantly improved or anything like that. Well, and that's the thing. Someone actually said Ronda beat a um, couple people who actually beat up Amanda Nunes, but most of it was earlier in the career. And that's the thing. Amanda Nunes, before becoming the best woman fighter ever, she actually evolved. So what? And someone said it in very well that Amanda actually evolved. That's why Prime Amanda is like none of those chicks can beat her. But Ronda was lied to basically, especially about her striking by everyone. Like for God's sake, Joe Rogan was saying that she can beat Mayweather and can beat the average bantamweight.
Yeah,
Like, and he
ridiculous.
believed it because there was so much hype around it that she was that invincible that like she was like Matrix, throwing everyone on that catching
Who
fly
got, he
armbar.
beat her? The Holly Holm beat her the first time. Like he
First,
was the
yes.
first one to beat her,
Yeah,
and
that
the
was that.
striking there was just. It was literally like watching someone who just walked into a gym like 12 months ago and knew the very basic versus like Ali.
Well, that's the thing, and actually, Holly Holm then lost against forgot this girl. Ronda fought her and won over her. Uh, But it wasn't that easy win, but she won the submission. Well, that kind of showed also that Holly Holm wasn't a man in this. It was like, so Ronda's striking was had the significant gaps. So I don't know. I'll definitely watch it like everyone else, I guess, but it's not a prime versus prime fight.
What I also, you can hate on me for saying this, but I just think there's maybe way too many exhibition fights now.
Yeah,
Like Mayweather is fighting Pacquiao again. He's fighting Tyson. Like it's just so many people.
well, okay, Mayweather Pacquiao show is seeing Mayweather and Pacquiao the way he fought Mario Barrios actually. Okay, that might be interesting just because they already fought before. They're in the same age category and they actually seem to be quite good. So it might be interesting fight. But Tyson versus Mayweather, come on, that's like
Well, there's also there's a huge age discrepancy, but it's also a
wait.
massive weight.
That's what
It's
I'm
not
saying.
even
That's what I'm
remotely
saying.
close to
Like
the same
it's,
weight class.
yeah, yeah. No, Pacquiao Mayweather. I'm actually curious to see because I know it's going to be a boxing bout.
I don't get me wrong. Like Tyson should get his money. Like the amount of stress he's been through and how uh, uh, he his managers previously was stealing from him and all that kind of stuff. It's like it would be it would be like
We
I'm
cheer
happy
for
to see.
Alho, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Mayweather in Tyson's category even?
No.
Stephen Wall says also no way. Tyson was unique, man. Or he is unique, but like there was a few years there where he was the scariest man on the planet.
Yeah, that's true.
Ronda was overhyped, Cappy says, and then Stephen Wall says Ronda was great at the time. I think she had her time. I agree with that. Her
Well, let's keep it simple. If her striking game was better, her judo and like well, I guess by extension a little bit of grappling too was definitely elite. You don't get me wrong. You don't take even if they're not the best fighters, you don't take people just like that and armbar them and like do the way the Ronda was doing, and she was doing it beautifully. But at the time where she needed to evolve her striking significantly, that was like a time that she really had to do that. She was basically lied to her coaches, like in her shadow box, and people already started asking questions. Like I was too young for that. I didn't know much. I just started martial arts, so I was so hyped up myself. But a lot of people were like, "That's not a good shadow boxing. What are you talking about?" So like everyone was a little bit suspicious. I mean, the ones who understood the sport about her striking, and it just showed the significant gap. And after the loss, she could take real a year or two time off to literally just train striking, head movement from zero. She could do that, but I think she was very frustrated and angry with how things went. So basically, that took more of the time. We've seen some people coming back, upgraded and improved. It's not impossible in MMA. But yeah, generally as an MMA fighter, as a UFC, especially from today's standpoint, that you have to be very well rounded. She is overrated now, at least. Any interesting questions?
1 second, I'm trying to search up the thing here real quick.
I hope it doesn't sound weird, but I like the oil paint smells. So when I direct my nose at my painting, I'm just smelling. I also smelling if it's how much it gets cured, because at some point it needs to be. It might have a subtle odor, but not too much.
Do you have a regular time that you live stream?
No, because
Well, okay, what I can say is usually she live streams her singing performances and her karaoke. That's in this is um, Vietnam time, 8 o'clock. So that's That's 3 hours and 46 minutes from now.
Yeah.
That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
And then you usually do boxing training
Yeah.
on Saturdays. What time?
6 p.m. It's sparring days, sparring sessions.
And then you have painting sessions you usually do in the mornings Vietnam time.
Or afternoon.
Morning, afternoon Vietnam time. Just to give you a reference, it's 4:55 p.m. here now.
Yeah.
I'll click on the bell notification if it works. Um, that's also one thing we're going to be better at. This is scheduling the. We're not. We haven't been very good at
Yeah, we're
scheduling the.
very good at it.
Do you think the hammer fist is a punk move when your opponent is X? Not sure I understand that question. Yeah, see, she likes elbows. Yes, but I know what a hammer fist is. Punk move when your opponent is X. Bert, you're gonna have to clarify that one a little bit.
Yeah, X. We don't know exactly what you mean by X. When your opponent is an X.
Is X. When your opponent is X, I don't. It's like I said.
Your X or with
Yeah.
We didn't get it.
I'm trying. Well, yeah, we're just not knocking you. We're just trying to figure out what the actual what the question is.
Yeah.
What is that behind you? Is that a camera? Yes, it is a camera. No, actually, that's just a drain.
Yeah.
That's just a drain. But there are some cameras here.
Yeah, there are cameras. The track is quite safe generally. I think there are cameras on streets and the homes and the yards, terraces. So what's so funny?
It's just I'm trying. Well, my fingers got locked up. I was like, well, take your time.
What time is it there?
It's 4:47.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, you have 10 minutes. If you have more questions, feel free to ask.
Steven Will says, I'm stressed. I'll check out your channel. Thanks and have a great day. Well, thank you so much to
You
Steven.
have a good one too, Steven.
Come back for more of the art live streams and like
Art, boxing, and singing, and I just love when people come back to another live stream from the other one previously, and they're like, "Didn't you just paint this morning?" Or like, "Didn't you just train the other day?" Or like, yeah, that's quite fun.
yeah, the some of the best days we have is like painting in the morning, then boxing all the afternoon, and then we go directly to uh, singing for 4 hours straight, and then back to sleep.
Yeah, and also running with AI and giving it an update.
So he's clarifying the questions. When your opponent is already down and gets slammed in the face, should that be illegal? Should that be legal?
I mean, what's a mixed martial arts, and what is the impact of it? I think the hardest impact is still when you punch like straight for the elbow, for example. Like elbows, knees are very sharp. So really having like this kind of punches,
Well,
I
I
have
mean,
not seen much damage from those. Even like what's been a good example is Hamzat versus DDP, the last fight. The damage at the punching score. That's basically what Hamzat was doing. He was just holding him on crucifix for majority of the rounds, and he would do that. But you saw that it wasn't really a heavy impact. So I don't have necessarily negative opinion
well,
about that.
also if you look at the okay, things may look brutal on screen, but if you look at it like this, there's a lot more boxers that have been very seriously damaged because they do the count and they allow CT to creep in. I think, and it's much more realistic to a fight scenario. If I'm fighting someone on the street and they go down, and you're gonna finish the job.
Yeah, well, just in the boxing's defense, actually, at this point, we need a little bit longer years of MMA too to have a studies because I think there's also not enough studies actually about the.
Sure, but from the numbers I'm just using the facts we have now.
We already have, yeah. That's a good point.
Cappy, one says I can watch UFC. I don't think UFC is brutal, but I can't watch Muay Thai fighters.
Muay Thai can be rough. Not can be, they're usually
They are
rough.
rough. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
sometimes I've seen some Muay Thai fights. They actually don't really aim that harsh on the thing. Uh, I've seen a couple of fights when it's not too much on the face. Maybe they're just friends or something, especially some casual matches. But low kicks, like body shots, very hard shots to the legs and to the body. That's they always do that, no matter what. Tips. So yeah,
yeah. So I hope that answers your question. I think we agree that like you shouldn't make that illegal. It's
at this point it doesn't seem to
yeah.
be creating any long-term issues.
What is your opinion on Sean Strickland's performance against Fluffy Hernandez this past week?
I was happily surprised. I kind of had a feeling that John would win, but he was also on suspension. Like he wasn't around a while, and sometimes unless you really follow on their training, even that you cannot 100% know how well prepared they are. So yeah, he wasn't consistent, and now he comes back. But he proved Sean is actually one of the hard ones in the sense to like just BJJ might not be enough, and the Fluffy is a good example. Fluffy is like a brown or black belt of the BJJ. Anyways, he's like a good BJJ example. And everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna take down Sean and just gonna have him on the ground." But he didn't even manage to get close enough. He had a couple attempts, so all failed due to a lot of like his confusing style. He's great counter and timing. Sean actually has very good timing and the counters. The timing within the counters too. It might not look that pretty, and a lot of people say, "Oh, like he's tipping," but if he actually gets you on his style and he just don't manage anything around it, that's the outcome you get. So I think he showed his experience, his endurance for like a championship. It was a championship this time. No, it was 25. I think it was supposed to be 25 minutes total. It was a championship, but it was 25 minutes. And yeah, he showed he's one of those experienced, grade in UFC fighters. He beat Adesanya, and people say, "Oh, it was a fluke," but fuck, well, no, he knocked down him or something, but then he went decision essentially. I think.
I think Sean Strickland is a good fighter, and it's like he's entertaining to watch.
He's a good fighter, and he's even better rage bait. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow I've never been angry at Sean. Like he says some controversial things for a lot of people think dislike him for that reason, but I just think he's like rage baiting.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is an act and how much is serious.
No, I
Totally.
think he might be believing in everything he's saying, but I don't think he's that extreme. I think he has like he's okay in the gym with men and women and different people, and he's like, well, there is one guy we're training in our gym. He says that his friend actually was Sean Strickland's sparring partner, and they were cheering for him. There's like, yeah, Sean is like our guy. He's like just good, humble. So it's like rage baiting. They were saying that no, in the gym's like unless it's someone with like the influencer, he likes speaking on influencers. They're trying to challenge him. That's kind of and it became a thing. Was it like
Oh,
Sneeko and some others?
yeah, he beat up a bunch of streamers and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like also, we're both strikers. I mean, that's all we do. We box. We don't do any. Well, low kicks because they're efficient. But the sport we do is boxing, so like the striking game is really good, and we enjoy more watching striking. Uh, it's there's something to be said about. Um, you may enjoy wrestling more, you may enjoy striking more, you may enjoy to watch different things. But if you win your fights, you can't really argue with it. It's like, okay, we can say in like a in jest, we can say, oh, the doggies and Hamza and all those guys are just hugging the guy for like 30 minutes or 25 minutes.
Well, you definitely can say it about Hamza, for
Yeah,
example. Yeah.
but you can't really argue with the results.
Yeah. Oh, he won. He's brilliant wrestler.
Sean Strickland always challenges non-MMA fighters for a fight. Hamza also does that. I've seen him brutalize
Yeah.
people that are not. Yeah, and just I saw an interaction where maybe he was a fighter, but like he was obviously not at his level at all, and he just gave him a clean shot, uh, and Hamza just threw his hat off and started wailing on the guy. And this is something that uh, I've heard about him a lot. Maybe I'm completely mistaken, but
Yeah, I don't know. Like unless you really know them or had an personal interaction, it's hard to say what is what is kind of the you know staged or marketed to us or what is real. Babe, you know what we need to start doing more? Well, we went to the beach the other day. There's like badminton and volleyball. Those are cool. It's fun. Just cardio too. I just saw it. It was fun. Oh, I know. What time is it?
it's 3 minutes to 5.
Okay, it's 3 more minutes, and we're gonna wrap it up.
Jake Paul disrespected Tyson's legacy. I don't like scripted fights. I agree. I think the whole
Well, I think not even Jake Paul disrespecting himself mainly. Like everyone knew that Tyson wanted to, and for people it was more Tyson stepping on the ring and just moving a little bit. And he actually his pad work he was on point, and you could see that he was literally holding it back. That one moment where Tyson was going in and had to stop because like he could knock out with that single punch. And Tony Jeffries was watching and reviewing that, and he said he literally stopped. Like if that landed,
well,
like
he literally was
he's
biting
like
his
going
jaw.
bum, and then he just kind of like so it was like looked like a sparring. Like literally, it looked like a very light sparring. And Jake Paul was shown more like an amateur guy who the professional one is lets him to work a little bit. That's how it looked. However, yeah, sorry. However, one thing about like Jake standing that was I don't know what kind of move was that. That says a lot about. I think Poles are a little bit reckless too. Uh, both brothers because
Yeah, when you're on
after
that much fucking juice and you're
no, but when you go against
that much
Anthony
ego.
Joshua
Oh yeah,
and
and
it
also,
cracks your jaw open,
oh yeah, for
he
sure.
was scared. Like, come on! But he signed the thing because I think he knew
It was funny that week because you had both uh, Jake Paul and Andrew Tate on their knees being alpha men. It's quite funny to see.
yeah. No, but also I think they're looking at it as how to make a hype, a show, even if they look completely reckless in the situation, or even if they fucking get brain damage, because that was like he. I mean, that's yeah, that's
Let's do one more question and then
yeah. Let's
we
do one more
out. And
question.
Varandeep has already asked it. So, did you see last night Brandon got beat by Loner Canova?
That was the main
Kavanaugh.
one. No, I haven't watched it. I gotta rewatch it.
Cappy says the Paul brothers are goofy. They are goofy. I'm not a fan at all in anything they do. I think they're just ridiculous.
No, but that's how they build their whole pro presence in Thailand.
That being said, though, it's like you have to have a little bit of respect of going into a ring with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. That's kind of, and I
And
think
it
that
was
was
obvious also now that he broke his jaw. You could tell that this wasn't scripted.
the only thing Jake was that Anthony was pulling. He was. I think they told him the one thing: please stretch out the fight, don't finish in the first round. That's why they asked him because you could see that he was just going like 1-2, 1-2. Anyways, it's whatever it
Tate
is.
brothers versus Paul brothers would be an interesting matchup. Yes and no. I'm just so I'm done with all those attention-seeking um, guys. It's just not my. And it's like
Like
you can spend years of building up this aura that you're this badass fighter, and the first fight you have, you're literally on your knees half the fight hugging a dude. It's like it's kind of embarrassing.
well, I mean, speaking of that, I'm a YouTuber technically myself, so it's the irony. But you don't see me before even debuting, calling out Katie Taylor and calling out Caroline Dubois and calling them shit and something and making hype around it. I'm planning to do it real. So for me, it's going to be first stage, getting used to it. Someone at my level, my experience, first few fights, absolutely the intention to win and gradually upgrade. And at some point, when it's convenient and appropriate and good time for me and I know I'm ready, then maybe I can use my platform and call out some of the greater female or good female boxers in my weight class, right? So it's like there is a difference. You can still make it real despite being a YouTuber or entertainer. They just made it like a WWE. They turned everything now into that universe.
So
WrestleMania is like a whole universe on its own, as you know.
damn, you a boxer, a painter, your talent is solid. Keep up the good work. You're a solid role model.
Thank you very much. Those are the best words. I'm getting more and more motivation from you guys to keep up the good work, the quality, and authenticity, and being real, and live up to what your expectations when it comes to. If you call me already a role model, well, then I need to keep doing my best to be one for younger girls, younger boys, and some people who just want a little bit of encouragement and inspiration.
Okay,
Yes.
well I think this is it's
Yeah.
5:02 now.
Oh, my lower back hurts. So like I did deadlifts and some good training today. So I think we can wrap it up. Thank you very much, guys.
In pretty much exactly 3 hours, she's going to be live again.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Karaoke night.
go host karaoke. So join for that live. It's gonna be fun.
Um, yeah, you can join for that. You can request songs in the chat. It's in a place called Red Buffalo here in Natron.
Hmm.
So everyone have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day, great night, depending where you're from, and